Did you know that two daughters slept with their father in the Bible? It's a shocking and little-known story, hidden in the pages of Genesis 19:30 to 38. After the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, a man named Lot and his two daughters found themselves alone in a cave in the mountains. What happened there would shape the future of two nations, but it began with a desperate plan. Lot was the nephew of Abraham and had lived in Sodom, a city known for its extreme wickedness and immorality. When God decided to destroy Sodom, he sent two angels to warn Lot and his family to escape Gomorrah and also commanded them not to look back. They fled just in time, but as fire and brimstone rained down on the cities, Lot's wife disobeyed God's command and looked back, instantly turning into a pillar of salt. Now, only Lot and his two daughters remain. They left the town of Zoar and took refuge in a lonely cave in the mountains, fearing for their lives. Days passed, and the two daughters grew anxious. No men were around, no husbands, no future. They feared their father's lineage would end with them. Then, the older daughter proposed an idea, a plan born of desperation. "There are no men in the land to marry us. Let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him so that we may preserve his seed." That night, the older daughter offered her father wine. Lot, broken and weary, drank deeply, drowning his sorrow in the intoxicating liquid. Glass after glass, until he could no longer think clearly. Once he was completely unaware, the older daughter lay with him. He never knew. He never remembered. The next night, the younger daughter did the same. Again, his senses were lost. Soon, both daughters became pregnant. The older daughter bore a son named Moab, the father of the Moabite nation. The younger daughter bore a son named Ben-Ami, the father of the Ammonite nation. These two nations would grow and play significant roles in biblical history, sometimes as enemies of Israel, sometimes as allies. Lot never knew what had taken place in that cave. His daughters, believing they had no other choice, never told him. But generations later, from the Moabite people, a woman named Ruth would be born, a woman whose faith and devotion would lead her into the very lineage of Jesus Christ. From an act of desperation in a lonely cave came an unexpected part of God's greater plan. The story of Lot and his daughters teaches that fear-driven decisions and moral compromise can lead to lasting consequences. But even in broken situations, God's sovereignty can bring redemption.